chance. There's no chance. Inter must die now.
Hey guys, it's Luther from Your Boys and we're back with another episode of When Football Becomes Religion. This time, if you know your geography well, you know we are in Milan. I'm joined by Evan and you'll be seeing plenty of him in this video as we go around talking to AC Milan fans about the upcoming Milan derby. So after our early morning flights, we needed some food, and along the way we saw some cool shops like this Netflix one, and somehow this all led to Evan triggering me.
Good job Charles Leclerc's not driving it.
You're funny,
that would
bro.
be in the wall.
Awful take, bro. This guy has zero wheel knowledge, it's crazy. So on the search for some food, we've made a friend. All we can find is McDonald's, KFC, and overpriced pasta. How are you feeling, bro?
Do you know what, yeah? I feel like in Italy you struggle to get bad food, but you need to pick the right place.
And believe me, we did make the right decision. Look at those pints. We ordered pizzas, some of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life, but then it was time to sightsee. Our travels led us to the Navigli district, a beautiful canal with restaurants and bars either side of it. And you know what, once we were there, we had to enjoy a couple of drinks before heading home. On the way back to the hotel, we saw this intramural that read Dede sempre con noi, or Dede always with us, a tribute to a deceased Inter fan. The mural that was painted in 2018 has quite the tragic backstory, as it sits in tribute to Inter fan Daniel Belladinelli, who was hit by a van and killed ahead of Inter versus Napoli as the two teams' fans clashed. So I've been up since 3 a.m. You've been up since 3 a.m. We are defeated, but it's time to go to bed. We're going to watch the Arsenal-Chelsea match. But tomorrow is the big day because what is it? 'Tis match day. I can't wait.
Day 2 in Milan today. But more importantly than day 2, it's match day. AC Milan versus Cremonese. We're going to go around, speak to some fans, but first, we're going to go get some food. You're going to come along with us.
So then it was straight back to the Navigli district. Yes, we loved it that much. And while we were there, it's safe to say that something caught Evan's eye.
So we're in Milan. The sun is shining. Views looking beautiful. Some people on kayaks down there. That's caught my eye the most. We're just everywhere. The main tourist attraction in Milan. Now let's try to do something. That wasn't me who put that there either. You can tell it's been there for a while.
That is Leicester falling to the bottom of the Premier League right there. That's what that is. Yeah, that was honestly terrible. But what wasn't terrible was the carbonara I had from this restaurant. While we were there, we got to speaking to one of the waitresses who told us that her daughter was an Inter fan, whilst her son was an AC Milan fan. And luckily enough for us, she allowed us to speak to her son over the phone. And this is what he had to say about the upcoming Champions League semi-final.
Oh, I'm so hyped up, like we all are. Like, usually when it's derby day in Milan, like the whole city stops.
Is it different now because it's one, the Champions League final, and two, the last year of the San Siro?
More about us, like individually, you know. Like Milan and Inter, like they always have to even out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inter Milan won the league 2 years ago, so AC Milan had to win it last year.
So the relationship between Inter and Milan fans was something that really interested me and Evan. Therefore, we asked a man who's been visiting the San Siro for 25 years, Dario, and this is what he had to say. What's the relationship like between Milan and Inter fans?
We are friends. It's during the match we are not friends.
No, but everywhere else.
But during before the match we are here always to drink a beer. There is no problem.
My workmate was watching the game and he was so happy, and me too. I was so happy for him, you know. Even though I'm an AC Milan fan.
So you wanted to play you wanted to play Inter in the semi?
Oh yes, totally.
But for now, Milan had Cremonese in their sights. It was match day, and it was time for us to head to the San Siro for what was going to be an unforgettable experience. As someone who has loved this club since I was a little boy, it was amazing to be around so many other fans. I just can't imagine what it's gonna be like tomorrow, next week, when the Milan derby is happening, because look at this. They are flooding. It's absolutely filled here. The atmosphere is looking amazing. The sun is out, everyone's feeling good. I cannot wait for this. I might get a bit emotional. Don't watch that if that happens, but I'm so excited for this. This time last year, Milan were en route to their first Scudetto in 11 years, but their league form has not continued in this year. But Dario believes the Champions League performances made up for it.
But its Champions League is better, like the league, the Italian league. Champions League is better, and I hope that we win this year. I hope, obviously. It's not easy.
Well, with kickoff coming closer, it was time to enter the San Siro. And just in case this video doesn't do it justice, listen to Evan's reaction as we walk in.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect it to be this big. That's what she said. I didn't expect it to be this big. It's a huge stadium.
The atmosphere was buzzing. Just look at the light show they put on as they announced the starting 11. And once the game kicked off, it's safe to say that Milan got off to a quick start. Yes, Salamakers with the goal to give Milan an early lead, but guys, it's the age of VAR. You can't celebrate too quickly. He was ruled offside. Well, Milan didn't really threaten the goal again for the rest of the half, Origi with the best chance. But at half-time, we met two of my favourite characters from the trip, and they had some interesting opinions on Inter.
Which team do AC Milan fans hate the most? Is it Inter or is it Juventus? Inter, you hate? It's funny because
Inter. There's no chance. Inter must die now.
Did you want Inter in the Champions League semi-final, or would you prefer to play Benfica?
We prefer to die. No, Inter no.
No, Inter.
If you ask me this question, I die now.
Two then joined us in the second half. The pair met 20 years ago in the San Siro. But much like Dario, who's been attending the San Siro for a quarter of a century, they will not be attending the Champions League semi-final. Why? Because of the biggest issue in football. Ticket prices.
We have
I don't like
tried
spend
90
300,
euros.
400.
90 euros.
300 euros.
94 the church.
I don't know. I stay at home to see the match because the ticket's very expensive for us. Yes.
But back to the game at hand. And in the second half, Pioli made one substitution that you could, definitely say made me happy.
Hey, Leo in the flesh is going crazy. This guy, I'm not listening to any negativity. Rafael Leo in the flesh, about to go mental.
And mental it did go for Cremonese as they found an opener with a brilliant goal. And with Milan losing, tension began to rise. That was until, in the 90th minute, we got the experience of a lifetime. So Milan level and the fans throwing abuse at the away fans behind us. Minutes later, it got worse for Cremonese as they were down to 10 men. What on earth was happening for them? Well, Milan were unable to capitalise with the extra man on the field, and the full-time whistle brought to an end what was an amazing experience for me and Evan. Then it was time to say goodbye.
Now, that wasn't the best result for Milan, but it was nevertheless was an amazing experience for us. That was When Football Becomes Religion Part 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can see When Football Becomes Religion Part 1, where we visited Marseille. Well, when Yanni visited Marseille right here.
and he watched Le Classique. They also lost there. So maybe there's a bit of a trend. Maybe we're just not going to get wins in this series. But nevertheless, it was an amazing experience for me and an amazing experience for Evan as well. And hopefully you guys will enjoy. If you did, subscribe, give us a like, and if you feel like it, give us a super thanks. We'd really appreciate that. It goes a long way. Thank you again. See you guys next time. Peace.